everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and today I am back with the Curated Bead Box for November 2022. As we can see, the theme for this month's subscription is Midnight Garden, and I'm seeing some deep blues and some pops of pink and maybe some silver. It's one I especially recommend for younger beaders and also newer beaders, and that's because it comes with mostly round glass beads. So it's a way to get more quantity for less cost, with this subscription being just $20 a month with shipping included in the US. And I have a coupon code that will save you 35% off your first month. That is OOJ35%. I will leave that coupon code right down below the video, as well as the link directly to this subscription. So that means your first month would only be $13, which is a great deal, especially if you're wanting to get the kids involved in jewelry making, or maybe you just like to work with round glass beads. This will give you a way to stock up on all sorts of different colors since the theme changes every month. Besides the cost, quantity of materials, and simplicity of what's included, I also recommend this for younger or newer beaders, especially since it comes with a finding starter kit each month. So you're going to find some stringing materials and different findings that will help you put things together directly from your box without having to have a whole bunch of materials already on hand. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and open this one up and take a closer look at what's inside. So here's a peek at what everything looks like as it comes directly out of the box. We see numerous strands of glass beads. They're not acrylic or plastic. Occasionally you'll see some stone beads, and we'll have some other goodies also included to take a look at after our strands. But let's go ahead and get started with those and take a closer look at each of these one at a time. Here is strand number 1. This is 8 inches of 12mm neon pink crackle beads. And this hot pink is what's going to be adding that pop of bright color to the backdrop of some of those deeper midnight blues and grays and silver. So we're starting out with the largest and chunkiest beads of the bunch. And then our second strand contains the 12mm petrol jade style glass beads, another 8-inch string of these very deep blue, also pretty large and chunky beads that have a slight variation in their color, so they look a little bit more stone-like or jade-like, as it says. Bringing in a more deep blue with our third strand, this contains the 10mm dark midnight crackle beads, and this is another 8-inch strand. We have a larger quantity on this strand because the beads are slightly smaller than the 2 strands we just took a look at. And these offer a little bit of transparency along with that crackled texture that we see that shows up inside, with the outside of these beads being smooth and round. Number 4 is a 6-inch string of 10mm purple/petrol blue duo style glass beads. You can see the combination of the purple and that teal color and that texturized appearance from inside of the glass, making these look a little bit more stone-like, especially if you're looking at them from afar. Number 5 is a generous strand containing the 8mm gray/blue swirl marble style glass beads. These have a more toned down, muted appearance, but bring a little bit more of the lighter white and gray into the mix, also with a little bit of that light blue. These have sort of a watercolor paint effect on the outside, where the different colors sort of run together, all the beads being slightly different. Strand number 6 is holding the 8mm pink dust abstract glass beads. This is a 10.5-inch strand, and you can see that light mauve color in the background with some green and magenta metallic that is splattered on the outside, giving us a pop of shine and a little bit of the brighter colors, adding to the contrast and showing up in different places on each of the beads. We have another deep midnight blue color in these very satiny, dark colored pearls, and a very generous strand of these to work with, adding a smaller size also to some of these chunkier beads we've taken a look at. And here's a look at strand number 8. We have even more pearls in another bright pink. This is called the bubblegum color. These are also 6 millimeters in size, 16 inches of these to play around with. And keep in mind, one of the reasons I recommend this, especially for newer beaders or younger folks, is because these aren't the top of the line quality. And that's not me bashing this product. I'm just pointing that out so if you sign up, you know what to expect. These are totally fine to work with. They are certainly not Swarovski quality or Preciosa, but with those, of course, you would spend a lot more money on that particular product and expect a higher quality. With these, it's more about quantity over quality, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with these in terms of working with them, just want you to know what to expect. Here's a look at strand number 9, this one containing the 6 millimeter aqua solid color glass beads, another 16-inch strand to work with. These having more of a glossy painted exterior and bringing in a little bit more of a teal tone to the palette. And for the 10th and final strand in this box, we have some 6 millimeter drizzled silver glass beads. This is a 10.5-inch string of these tone-on-tone metallic beads with that little bit of a shinier drizzle on what looks to be a bit more of a toned-down textured base. And then as usual with these boxes, we have a couple other bags of items. Here is our first one. This contains a 54 by 66 millimeter flower silver metal pendant with a bail. This is a very large and bold piece, but it does have a lot of openings to it, which makes it feel lighter and not as heavy for the size that it is. It's in decent shape and the same on both sides. And the bail is attached at the top. Like you can see, it's pretty wide, so it would accommodate a number of different types of materials. And then our last bag, besides our finding starter kit, contains 5 of the 130 millimeter in length fuchsia polyester tassels. So here's a look at all 5 of these. They are on the slimmer side, but all the strands are nice and smooth. They are in good shape and add some more of that touch of pink to the palette. And then last, here is the bundle containing our finding starter pack with everything coordinating in the silver tone this month. And every month you can expect to get the same sorts of things. We've got some bead stringing wire, several coils of memory wire, and some stretch cord. So 3 different types of stringing material to get you started. And they typically switch off between silver and gold from month to month, depending on whatever the theme and color palette is for that month. And then of course we have our remaining bags that include some head pins, we have jump rings, fishhook style ear wire findings, lobster clasps, and some crimp beads. All very handy things that come directly with your beads to get you started. So that's everything included in the November 2022 Midnight Garden Curated Bead Box. I hope you enjoyed checking out these contents up close, and I hope it was helpful for you, especially if you've been looking at different options for beading subscriptions, so you can see if this type of subscription is right for you. Don't forget you can use that coupon code OOJ35%. That will save you 35% off your first month. A great opportunity to try this out for just $13 shipped to your door after using that discount. I really like this palette. I think it is very pleasing and something different than they've sent before, which is something I really like about their themes. They're always changing it up so you get different things to work with. And this type of collection is what you can expect to receive every month. From the Curated Bead Box, you get at least 8 strands of glass beads, sometimes more, and then you get additional items including metallic components, all different types of focals or pendants, sometimes bags of bead mixes. And you can check out the playlist I have going back a couple years to see all the different things that I've unboxed and check out more examples of what types of things you can expect to receive. So I want to thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to unbox with you all. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the palette, the subscription, or anything else you'd like to say. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also don't forget to subscribe while you're here. I'd love to have you back. That's all I have for now. I will see you again real soon, though, I hope. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.